Doug Lesmerises here with my pick for Ohio State-Purdue on Saturday. And I think this is going to be close. Ohio State has not covered the last 3 weeks. And I don't think they're going to cover this 13.5-point spread in West Lafayette. And I think they have a chance to lose. I wrote earlier this week that Ohio State can lose one of these 4 games before Michigan and basically be in the same playoff shape they would be in. As long as they lose one and then they beat Michigan and win the Big Ten championship, as a one-loss team, they're going to the playoff. So if they lose to Purdue, it would not be devastating. But there is a history here of Ohio State playing some very tough games at Purdue. Now, I do think it's to Ohio State's advantage that it's at night. I think it's harder for Ohio State to go there for a sleepy noon start in a small stadium where the crowd doesn't show up sometimes. I think Purdue's going to be geared up for Saturday night in prime time on ABC, but that means Ohio State's going to be geared up. So I don't think we'll get a lackadaisical Ohio State, but I think we'll see an Ohio State that is not going to be able to stop Purdue's offense. At least they're not going to stop them from moving the ball up and down the field. So I think a lot of this is going to be determined by what happens in the red zone. I think both teams are going to move it. I think Ohio State struggled last week in the red zone. They've been okay on the season. They were 0 for 3 on touchdowns last week. And people, the team that can punch it in more and not settle for field goals is going to win this game. But I think it's going to be in doubt in the fourth quarter. I think you're going to be freaking out as an Ohio State fan. I think as an Ohio State fan, you're going to be saying, who is this Rondale Moore guy who is lighting it up, is second in the Big Ten in receiving yards? And I have Ohio State 38, Purdue 34. I'm not going to pick Purdue to win because I don't necessarily think that this Ohio State team is sort of in danger of an upset. I mean, I feel like sometimes over the years you felt something coming with them. I don't think there's anything emotional with them. I think there just are personnel issues and some scheme issues they're still working out. That's in the red zone on offense, and that's defending anything on defense. I think they've tried to take away the deep ball. They gave up slants last week. As Alex Grinch said, I'm not sure slants lose you the game, but I think Purdue is going to move it a lot. I think Purdue's going to have, Jeff Brohm's going to have some things Ohio State doesn't expect. And I wouldn't be surprised if Purdue gets out to a lead and Dwayne Haskins has to bring them back. But I just think it's relatively high scoring. I'm not going in the 50s like I had said for the Penn State game. But I think it's going to be a real Lafayette barn burner. They do have barns in Northwest Indiana. I used to live there. So get ready for it. Prepare yourself for it. Purdue is 3-3. They're better than their record. They were 0-3 at the start of the year. They've won 3 in a row. And they are a real offense with a real coach. I don't know how good their defense is, but they don't have to stop Ohio State. They just have to limit them in the red zone to stay in this game. Buckeyes 38, Boilermakers 34. I'm Doug Lesmerises. See you Saturday for the Buckeyes and the Boilermakers in West Lafayette.